what do you think is going to happen? Either you're going to shoot me or I'm going to slap the taste out of your mouth. And I think that's what happened. I think that's all that happened. I know that's all that happened because he fucking told me.
Yeah.
So,
So
you know,
he loses the fight against Mayweather.
well, hold on a second. So he was already sentenced to jail.
Okay.
Okay, let's just put it all in perspective here. He had already been sentenced to jail, 2 years. He had that weighing on him. He was stuck in between his ex-wife in lieu of all of this, and his side chick Mindy. Okay.
And he had a side work.
Oh yeah,
Hold on.
the little Asian chick.
Okay. Well, can we? Is it okay to bring out a little couple skeletons?
Okay.
I mean, did he have any star power? I mean, he was known.
He
So
was the champ.
okay. So as a champ, who was he plucking as a champ? Did
Um,
anybody that we may know?
well, I mean, no, not no, not no,
Come on now,
no,
let it
no.
go.
Not anything that I can confirm. And I'm not comfortable going there because I can't confirm
Hold
it.
on. So you trying to say bro was lying on his sex?
I think that this one was a lie. I think that this one was a stretch, but I can't say it was a stretch
I don't think
because
so.
he called me right after he left the Playboy Mansion. Like,
Bruh.
I remember he called me right after he left the Playboy Mansion, said it was the greatest place on earth. I'm not yanking you chain there. So yeah, it could be, but I can't go there out of respect for the young lady, out of respect for bro. I don't know. I can't confirm it. I wasn't there.
Okay. We're gonna leave it at that then. I'm gonna try to do some digging and see if I can come up with some things though. Cause he told me off camera, but yeah, we can't confirm it. So until we can confirm or deny, we're gonna just keep our lips quiet. Cause everything that's coming out on this channel, pound for pound, is gonna be only real talk only. All right. So now back to the situation. He going through
So
turmoil in
yeah,
life.
he's going through turmoil. He has his training camp, and he was like I was telling you earlier. Sometimes when you haven't been beat, you're your own worst enemy. You think you're invincible. You have this.
Oh, he was undefeated at the time.
He's undefeated.
Oh shit.
He's knocking everybody out, and he's considerably bigger than everybody. And he was
Yeah,
just a little
taller,
guy.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was just a little guy, but he could punch like a big guy.
and give you the reach automatically.
Yeah. So he was knocking everybody out. So he thought he was invincible.
Hmm.
He had a side chick in the training camp. They found 12 packs of beer under his bed in the training camp. Packs of Newport. And for those of you who don't know, he was a cigarette smoker. Like his entire, ever since we were kids. So he smoked Newport 100s, Newport Kings.
The shorts.
Like, yeah, he smoked the long ones. He smoked the Newport 100s.
So he was living life on the edge then.
Yeah. So he was a smoker. He was, and they were finding, but he would stop when he was in training camp normally, and he was just going through so much that yeah, man, he was super stressed out. He was smoking cigarettes. He was drinking beer, and not that that's an excuse, but that's just what was happening in that training camp. He didn't really get serious until probably the last couple of weeks.
So let me ask this though: how old was he when he actually passed? Then, like shit, he was
27, 20,
still young,
29. He was 29.
still young.
Yeah, he was 29.
You feel me? So it just goes back to I think about the Tupac and that type of shit. Like where was we at 25, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like what you was
Yeah.
into at that time. So you
Yeah.
can't hold everything against over everybody's head.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Now though, so they fight. He take the L. What happens after that? So why you
So it's not just that they fought and that he took the L. When he got in there, he did have like he when he started getting serious in that training camp with Canito Drake and Derek Mathis, rest in peace. Um, and my little brother. Uh, in that training camp, he did get sick. He got the flu,
hmm,
and then he wound up with bronchitis. And this is right when he decided to get serious about the camp.
yeah.
You know what I mean? To actually develop a fucking training strategy. You know what I mean? Against one of the best fighters out there.
Yeah. Still to this day.
Yeah. And he had the flu, and then he wound up with bronchitis, and then a couple weeks before the fight, that's all he really had. So by the time he got in there,
Can you put the picture up here, man? We gotta
yeah,
block this. This is
yeah,
ugly right here.
yeah,
You know, I'm a Niners fan, so you know I'm not at my house. But that's a good backdrop right
yeah.
there, man.
So what was I saying?
Oh man, look, a whole bunch of interesting shit, man. I'm so fascinated with this shit and looking at Garcia as a youngster. Cause I ain't look. This was kind of before my time.
That's when he was a young bull.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, this kind of before my time. I feel like, and this is say '98 though, so it really ain't.
Yeah, yeah. That's when it was going down. But like I was saying, man, my brother he did have he had the flu. He had bronchitis when he got in there. He had a couple weeks before the fight, he didn't really have the stamina to go. And if you look at the fight, he was only good for the first 4 rounds, and he couldn't get off because Floyd was moving.
Yeah.
And by the fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, he's fucking tired, man. He's even in the corner. He was saying, like I'm giving you all I have.
Yeah.
And that's all he truly had. Everything else is all heart.
Period.
Period. And I know my brother, and that was the only thing that was going to keep him going. Like on my watch,
he was ready to die in the ring.
You're not going to have it your way. I'm going to have something to say.
Yeah, hell yeah. So then time go by, man, and hey, we talk about boxing, and we, like I said, unfortunately, or not even unfortunately, fortunately, this guy is still TBE, man, the best ever.
Floyd.
Well,
yeah, I mean, Floyd can actually fight. Like, there are some fighters that are great. You know what I mean? Like, absolutely 100% great. And you can't deny, they're undeniable, as far as boxing IQ goes. And that's something that you really have to respect. As a former fighter and having done that and having to think at that level, at that fast of a pace, having done it myself, that's really something that you have to respect. It's highly commendable. It's highly sought after. And not everybody can do it.
We coming to see you.
And not everybody can do it, and he can do it better than anybody.
Yeah.
And that's really amazing. He can do it better than Roberto Duran, who had one of the highest boxing IQs I've ever fucking seen another person have.
Shit, he can do it better than 100 professional fights.
Roberto.
Yeah.
I mean, possibly. Like, he's somebody that was active in the game for somewhere around the field of 30 years.
Yeah.
Active in the game. Like, he's been whooping ass for. From the time that you were born to
and they wouldn't turn it down. They wouldn't turn it down no fights either. No fades. Like nothing. Anybody call you out, that's what it is.
We're here now.
We ain't selective.
Yeah, so like you have to think about fighters like that. You know what I mean? And as great as their boxing IQ was, it's better. And that's something whether you like them or you don't like them, you love them or you hate them, it doesn't fucking matter. He can still do this at a higher level than anybody alive.
Okay.
And it's always been the case. You know what I mean? Like,
we coming to see you. We want to come to the gym, man. I was at the game and I seen you. I talked to your bodyguard. What did I say? Greg, I think it was. Greg and Steve. So hopefully we can come down to the TMT gym. We got a big fight coming up, which is gonna be Errol Spence and Bud Crawford. What's Bud's real name? Terrence Bud Crawford. Yeah, Terrence Bud Crawford, Earl Spence. I mean, to me, it seemed like I've been seeing it's been pretty much 50-50 as far as, I don't know about the sporting books, but just the narrative I've been seeing online, been seeing to go back and forth, I'll say.
I mean, here's the thing, man. To be completely honest with you, as much as I know about boxing, and I'm not just bragging here on bragging on myself, as much as I know about boxing from the inside and the out, Terrence Crawford is a bad man. I think that I like Terrence Crawford in that fight. I think that it's going to be a competitive fight. I think